This is video 2, push buttons on STM32 MicroPython and the black pill. In this video, we demonstrate a push button on the PCB connected to a pin and using the built-in user button called key on the black pill. To test the buttons, we will use the built-in LED. For the code, visit the GitHub site. Looking at the black pill pin layout, we can define any pin for a button. Let's choose PB10 as it's easy to find. It's the top right-hand pin on the board. Looking at the code, let's open bbpyb button underscore bb10 file. The code begins by invoking an import of the pin LED function in time. We used the LED function in the last video. The interesting part occurs when we use the pin function. We define a digital input as the variable key to the pin function using pin.in. We also configure it as a pin.pullup. Pullup is just a shorthand way of saying that the button is loosely connected to VCC, in other words to 3.3 volts. Because of this, the reading will return 1. Pressing the button connects the pin to ground, and now the reading returns a 0. Looking further, we print a statement about the setup, then we begin an infinite loop where we read the value of key. If key is 0, we press the button, and so we turn on the LED and sleep briefly. Otherwise, we turn off the LED and sleep briefly. These statements repeat forever until we press Ctrl-C in the shell. After the exit, the shell displays a prompt for an interactive command. Now, let's look at the built-in button. Looking at the black pill picture again, there is a user button labeled key. The built-in button is connected to pin PA0. In the firmware, black pill associates this built-in button with a function called switch. Let's look at the code. Opening the file bb_pyb_switch. The code is slightly different. Here, we import the switch instead of the pin function. We configure the variable key with the switch function. The code is basically the same as before, except I surrounded the button code with a try except finally structure. I did this to gracefully capture the Ctrl-C key press. I then print a statement of the interrupt and turn off the LED. Instead of having to do that manually, the program does all that for me. This onboard user button key is nice for simple programs, though my big fingers find it easier to press the push buttons. In the next video in the series, we will discuss analog input. Thank you.